who got through Year 12 with barely a scratch in his final results is Lachlan Arthur. Hello, Lachlan.
Hey, how are you?
Good, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, mate, what did you get? What was the actual mark so we can hate you all the more?
Yeah, I got 99.6.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Why didn't you get 100?
Well, it only goes up to 99.5. That's the most you can get. And I suppose I tried my best, but, you know, you get there.
And what was your secret to your success, Lachlan?
Just working really hard, I suppose. I think, you know, especially I've got to meet a lot of the other kids that did really well yesterday. And I think you find the common thing between us all is that we all have a motivation behind why we want to do well. You know, my motivation is I want to be a doctor, so that was what really got me through the years. You know, if I do well, hopefully I'll get to med school and go on and, you know, help people in the future.
So, Lachlan, were you like a brainy kid through the junior years?
Not overly. You know, I've always been reasonably bright, but I think it was really when I worked out, probably when I was about 13, that I really wanted to be a doctor. And then I kind of got that motivation, and that really, you know, made me work a lot harder, and that really boosted my grades up a fair bit.
And I hear that you had sort of a very interesting year this year because you actually took 6 weeks off in the middle. So what was that all about?
Yeah, well, I went to the National Youth Science Forum in January over in Perth at the University of Western Australia, and then through that, I was lucky enough to get selected to this program at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Boston, in America. So I was lucky enough to go over there for 6 weeks and take some courses at MIT and do some scientific research. So it took a lot of time out of my Year 12, but I mean, it's an experience that, you know, it's once in a lifetime, so I'd never take it back.
All right, mate. So you do your study. What else do you do?
I love playing cricket and footy. They're probably the main two things that I do outside of school. And then I do a bit of volunteer work with Trees for Life and also the St. John's Cadets. That's what I enjoy. And I'm a cyclist as well. I love riding road bikes.
Wow, Lachlan, you sound so busy. Hey, a few weeks ago we were talking about the SACE project that people are required to do, and there was talk about it having to be dropped.
Yep.
What did you think of that aspect of the evaluation of what you do at school?
I thought it has some beneficial parts and it has some others. You know, it's clear what they're trying to teach the kids through it. I'm not sure if they're doing it the exact way they should, but I definitely found, because I did it in the first half of this year, and I did find it actually helped me when I went and did more proper scientific research in the US, that, you know, skills that I had learned in that did help me when I was over there. So I think it definitely does have some benefit.
What did you do your project on?
I did it on how to design a diet that will minimise the risk of cardiovascular disease.
That's a very useful assignment that you've done.
I would have passed you just on the title.
It was only the title. Yeah.
So, Lachlan, do you go straight into your degree next year, or are you going to take a gap year?
I'm actually going back to school next year as a college captain up at Trinity College here. So it'll kind of be a bit of a less academic year for me, where I'll more focus on my leadership. Because I suppose my dream's always been to get into medicine at Adelaide University, but now having gone to the US, it's kind of changed a bit, and hopefully I'm going to go through this year and do all my applications to the US, and hopefully in 2015 I'll be going to Harvard to study medicine. That's kind of my long-term plan now.
Lachlan, how old are you?
I'm 17.
I can't believe, you just got your life mapped out. You're giving me goosebumps. It's an amazing story. What would your advice be to those people that are heading into Year 12 next year? I mean, you know, everyone's got a dream and plans, but, you know, what would your single piece of advice be to how to achieve that?
I suppose if they're going into Year 12 now, they probably want to work out what they want to do after Year 12 first, I think. So they have that plan set out, and then they can kind of just worry about the work at the time. So, you know, if they want to be a doctor, if they want to be a lawyer, you know, if they want to get a trade, if they want to be an electrician or a plumber, they have that set out. So, you know, they can do the little things along the way in Year 12 that they need to get there. And I think if they've got that long-term goal, that's really going to help them get through the year and be successful.
Hey, Lachlan, you're a bit of a snappy dresser. We noticed in the photo that in today's paper, you got the three-piece suit on. Are you going to wear that when you meet the governor in February next year?
It's probably due for a new one. I think I've worn that truly this year. It's probably got over 60 or 70 wears, because when I was in Boston, we were going to see, you know, Nobel Prize winners and stuff every day. So I was chucking it on just about every day when I was over there. So I think it might be due for a new one just before Christmas.
Look, did you have that picture yesterday in three-piece suit when it was 43 degrees?
Yeah, I did. Well,
Not have to burn it, mate.
Sorry? Sorry, what was that?
You might go and see the governor by itself.
Yeah, that's it.
Might walk its own way in. Look, you did look very dapper. Lachlan, congratulations. I'm sure everyone's
very
proud of
well
you.
done.
And look,
What was it again? 99.1?
99.6.
Well, you're almost qualified to work here, but just go back and study some more, okay?
Harder next time.
Yeah, well, we'll just think about it in the future.
Yeah.
congratulations, Lachlan.
All right, thank you very much.
Good on
Yeah,
you.
what a
Well done.
delightful. Hey, isn't it great talking to someone like that? Because, you know, often we talk about the silly things, stupid things that young people do. He just sounds like he's got his head glued on. Sounds like a really nice young person.
He did
Well
sport
done.
as well. He's not just doing the study. So he's out in his sport and being active.
Yeah, and he's doing his St. John ambulance cadet training as well. I think it was fantastic. 17 years old. Well to his feet.
I was doing that at 17, I think, St. John's. But then what happened?
You didn't become a doctor.
No, clearly. 7:15 on 5AA. Let's look at the roads around Adelaide now, thanks to Chem Plus. Good health choices. So with Chem Plus, nothing more important than your health. Here is Nick Green.